Tyne Valley-Sherbrooke?
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, are you calling me for my?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Great, here I go. Putting people first means protecting their health and well-being, including being able to take the time they need to get well when they are sick. All people deserve this right. We hear Dr. Morrison again and again tell us it is critical that people stay home when they are sick to avoid the spread of illnesses such as the flu, which is predicted to increase in spread this year, as well as colds, and yes, COVID. Endemic doesn't mean COVID is gone. It means we will be living with it in the long term, and we need to plan and make efforts to reduce spread and keep pressure off our healthcare system. With COVID isolation requirements lifting soon, workers simply cannot wait years for outcomes of the Employment Standards Act review to maybe be supported to stay home when they are sick. This is why, since last spring, I have been working on legislation to provide island workers with up to 10 paid sick days a year. I was excited to hear the Federal Minister of Labour speak in support of paid sick days and express a willingness to work with the provinces to implement them. When our previous Minister of Economic Growth, Tourism and Culture stated his recognition for the need for paid sick days and a willingness to engage with his federal counterpart in the months before this fall session to develop supports for small local business, I was encouraged. In good faith, I took the feedback provided in consultation with the department on the first draft of my legislation and worked to make changes to address all of the concerns they identified. We also made changes based on stakeholder and public feedback, including adding language to encourage the minister to support businesses in the transition. However, unlike the previous minister, the new minister has chosen not to engage in any discussion about this legislation prior to it coming to the floor, certainly not the collaboration the Premier has claimed many times before. Myself and tens of thousands of workers are finding out in real time where this minister and this government stands when it comes to paid sick days. Despite this shift away from collaboration as we have known it, I will engage in debate on this bill on the floor in good faith, with the intention of passing the best legislation possible for Islanders. This legislation truly is about people. I encourage all my colleagues in the legislature to stand up for the health and well-being of workers and support it. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.